Meron yun. Paano po pagbabasihan ang pagbibigay po sa kanya ng certificate of recognition dahil wala nga po siyang birth certificate kung hindi po ibibigay ang mga dokumento na sertipikado, authenticated ng Philippine Statistics Authority. Yun lamang po ang mapagbabasihan natin. Kasi po, ito po
Ganito po yun.
Hindi, sandali po. Kung hindi po nakaligtaan ng kanyang mga magulang, at ganun din si Mr. Gabby Lopez, wala po sanang pagtatalo sapagkat meron po siyang birth certificate. The most laudable conclusion po dito, attorney, parang yung mga magulang ni Mr. Gabby Lopez at saka siya, mukhang ayaw naman nilang magpa-recognize bilang isang Pilipino. Sapagkat hindi nila inireport. Hindi po kasi kapani-paniwala, attorney, panganay po kasi si Mr. Gabby Lopez. At maski tingnan po ninyo sa mga larawan, nung siya pa'y bata-bata, maganda lalaki po. Sa tuwa po ba ng magulang, kaya nakalimutan niyang, importante po yun, panganay yun eh. Bag napanganak po ang anak ninyo, hindi po nyo malaman ang kaligayahang nasa loob ninyo eh. Kailangan po matala sa gobyernong Pilipino. Alam mo, abogado po kayo eh. Yung certificate of birth, yun po yung conclusive proof. Sasabihin po natin, attorney, under the 1935 Constitution, Pilipino ang pangalan niya, jus sanguinis, di ba?
Opo.
Attorney, we were taught in law school that the principle of jus sanguinis is a legal fiction, technically speaking. Tama po ba?
Opo.
Tama. Patutunayan mo po yon sa mga authenticated, certified, reliable documents na kinuha ninyo sa Philippine Statistics Authority para po mabigyan kayo ng substitute for a birth certificate. Tingnan po ninyo, ibigay ninyo certificate, mga dokumento sa amin. Ni isa, attorney, wala pong certified, wala pong authentication. Paano po kayo nagkaroon ng certificate of recognition? Kayo na po ang sasagot sa taong bayan. Tutuloy na lang po ako sa ibang mga tanong. Mas importante po ito. Salamat po, attorney. Salamat po.
Isang paliwanag lang po kung pwede, Congressman.
Hindi po. Ayos na po yun.
Maiksik po.
Ayos na po yun. Ayos na po sa amin yun. Mr. Lopez, nung kayo po yung unang tinanong ni Congressman Boying Remulla, tinanong po kayo kung, yung kauna-unahan po na nagkita tayo, Mr. Lopez, tanong po niya sa inyo, kayo po ba'y 50% Pilipino o 50% na Amerikano? Ano na po yung naisagot nyo noon, Mr. Lopez? Hindi ko na po kasi masyadong matandaan.
Hindi ko din maalala yung sagot ko.
Hindi. May I go for the records? Ano po? Yes po. Sa mga tweet, kalahati po Pilipino, kalahati naman Amerikano. E di, parang lamangan. Walang lamangan po, Mr. Lopez, di ba?
Hindi po. Hindi po.
Ano na po yung sagot nyo?
I am 100% Filipino.
Ano po?
I am 100% Filipino.
100% American lang po kayo? Pilipino. Paano po yung... sandali. Mr. Lopez, ang sagot nyo, you are 100% Filipino and 100% American. Yun po ba?
Hindi po.
Ano po yung sagot nyo?
The issue of dual citizenship is merely a technical issue. In terms of substance, in terms of allegiance, I am 100% Filipino po.
Sa mga tweet, wala po kayong allegiance sa American government.
Wala po.
Paano po natin tatanggapin yon? Kayo po inapanganak sa Amerika. Lahat po ng abogado nyo, tagapagtanggol pong mga kasama namin dito na naglalayo magkaroon kayo ng prangkisa. Tinanong pa kayo, did you renounce your American citizenship? Pagkatanggi-tanggi pa ninyo, no. Pagkatas sasabihin nyo sa amin na wala kayong allegiance sa American government. Baka gusto po ninyong reviewin muna yung tanong ninyo, Mr. Lopez, at naririnig po kayo ng American Embassy. Kayo po ay Amerikano ngayon. Kasi po, Mr. Lopez, ang matinding problema na kinakaharap ninyo sa pagdinig na ito ay hindi naman po yung pagiging Pilipino na nababalot po ng napakaraming pagdududa. Kung hindi, yung pagiging Amerikano ninyo. Bakit po? Kahit na po tanggapin ko na Pilipino kayo ngayon, Mr. Lopez, sige, wala na po yung duda halimbawa, hindi rin po kayo makaliligtas doon sa pagtatangi sa Pilipino lamang na may karapatang magmay-ari at mamahala ng mass media sapagkat dalawa po nga ang inyong pagkamamamayan. Isang Amerikano kayo at isa pang Pilipino. Ulitin ko po, Mr. Lopez, mahigpit po ang kautosan ng ating saligang batas. Ownership and management of mass media shall be limited to Filipinos, or corporations, cooperatives, associations, wholly owned by such citizens. Kapag ka purong kape po ang pinag-uusapan, Mr. Lopez, barako po ang ibig sabihin nun. Hindi po kape Amerikano na nabibili ni Congressman Mike Defensor sa Starbucks. Ganun lang po kasimple yun. Gaya po ng nasabi ko na, Mr. Lopez, ang pagiging Pilipino nyo siguro tatanggapin namin. Pero yung nagiging problema, bagamat ginusto nyong kilalanin lang ang pagka-Pilipino nyo ngayon, yung po talagang pagiging Amerikano. Pwede po bang sabihin ninyo sa amin, Mr. Lopez, ito po tapatan, nakaharap po kayo sa taong bayan, na kapag sinusuri natin ang mahigpit na kautosang ito ng ating saligang batas, tatanggapin lamang po ba namin ang pagiging Pilipino ninyo? At tatakpan namin ang aming mga mata na kayo hindi Amerikano? Ganun po bang gusto ninyong gawin?
Alam niyo po, I am already 68 years old po. My record over the last 35 years is in the public records. You don't have to make a judgment without evaluating the evidence po. So if you look at that judgment, I stand by the record that I have put together in the last 35 years as chairman of ABS CBN po. It is very clear that my actions have been. There is no question that there's a conflict of interest between my being a Filipino and being an American. Time and again, I have shown that my actions always favor the Filipino. That is why our saying, the mission statement of ABS CBN is in the service of the Philippines.
I am not making any judgment. For the record, I'm going to say that, Mr. Lopez. But since it was you were the one who brought this up. Sabi ko nga po kanina sa abogado ninyo, natutunan po namin sa eskwela na ang prinsipyo ng jus sanguinis is basically a legal fiction. I'd like to be able to ask you, Mr. Lopez, when you said that you will live and die as a Filipino, may I ask you if that claim for patriotism was supported by empirical evidence of allegiance to this country? You please tell us briefly, how much have you done for the Philippines to merit an evaluation of your loyalty, your fidelity, and your allegiance to this country? You tell us. Those are big words. You wanted to live and die for this country. But citizenship is one, allegiance is another. They say that citizenship, Mr. Lopez, is better find, or the meaning of that can be found in allegiance, because citizenship is not convenience. Citizenship is earned, that is not inherited, technically speaking. You tell us now, Mr. Lopez, how much have you done so that we can sufficiently assert or even assess your allegiance to this country? It is your time, Mr. Lopez. Please tell us.
I agree, Your Honor, that citizenship should not be inherited. It should be earned.
Siguro po gumamit na po kayo. Hindi ko po talaga kayo, I'm sorry Mr. Lopez, hindi ko po marinig talaga ang inyong, wala po ba kayong, attorney, bigyan mo naman siya ng mic.
How is that, Your Honor? Can you hear me now?
Yan, medyo malinaw na po.
I agree, Your Honor, that citizenship should be earned and not inherited. I believe that the actions that I've carried out throughout my career as the chairman of ABS CBN merit that I have done everything I can for the Filipino. There are many instances of this particular fact. Perhaps we can just relate one event. Attorney Brosas, I believe, talked about the fact that when ABS CBN was taken off the air, there were over 3 million Filipinos that no longer could receive any signal that allowed them to be informed about the issues that beset our country, in particular the pandemic. Those 3 million Filipinos live in areas that are outlying areas. Hindi po yon in the rural areas. These are out in the mountains. And these are places where we have put our signal in order to reach these Filipinos. Those signals that we put in these particular areas will not generate the kind of income that will allow you as a businessman to make an adequate return. We did it because we believe that the Filipino should be informed. And those are the people that are affected by the fact that the ABS-CBN has been closed. Hindi yan negosyo po. That was a decision that was made to extend our reach to the far reaches of the Filipino nation, even though we are not making money in doing it.
Mr. Lopez, ang allegiance po ay personal. Ang ginawa po ng ABS-CBN, nakapagpasaya sa tao, nakapagbigay ng inspirasyon, yan po naman talaga ang tungkulin ng isang broadcast company. May television po kayo, may radyo. So kung nagagawa po ninyo yan, yun po naman talagang produkto ninyo. Diyan naman po kayo talaga kumikita. So hindi po yun ang allegiance. Ang ibig ko sabihin bilang kayo po, kasi ang i-issue po ngayon kayo, hindi naman ang ABS-CBN eh. Gusto naming malaman kasi, sino po ba si Mr. Lopez kung nasusukatin po natin ay yung kanyang allegiance sa kanyang bansa? Mr. Lopez, would you believe, sir, that after ABS-CBN was granted a franchise of more than 50 years, this Congress has earned its right to know from you personally, how you participated in our political process. How did you pay your taxes? How do you value your oath as a Filipino? Ito po ang kailangan, Mr. Lopez. Ganito na lamang po, para siguro matapos tayo sa issue ng allegiance. Mawalang galang na po, Mr. Lopez. Pwede ba naming hilingin sa inyo na i-recite ninyo yung unang linya ng Panatang Makabayan? Unang linya lang. Congressman Sarate, baka gusto mo ng tulungan.
I take exception to the side comments of Congressman Marcoleta.
Baka lang gusto nyo pong tulungan.
I have my own time.
Iniibig ko ang Pilipino.
Bautista, kababasa lang po ni Congressman Remulla. At siguro po dahil sa napakaliwanag naman po nitong provision na ito, na sinasabing limitado lang sa Pilipino, hahanap ka pa ng ibang batas na mapupagkukuhanan. Sinabi ng Pilipino lang eh, ihahalo mo pa yung ibang lahi. Naintindihan niyo po ba ito na ito'y saligang batas? Pinakamataas na uri ng batas na umiiral sa ating bansa. Sinabi Pilipino lang, purong Pilipino. Pagkatapos maghahanap po kayo dito, nahahaluan po ninyo ng iba. Ewan ko po kung paano ninyo, kahit po pabaligtad po ninyong basahin ito, alam po ba ninyo yung basic sa ating statutory construction? Pagka po maliwanag ang isang provision, huwag mo nang i-interpret, i-apply mo na lang, Mr. Lopez.
Law. And we have PD 1018, Presidential Decree 1018, dated September 22, 1976. The title of the law is Limiting the Ownership and Management of Mass Media to Citizens of the Philippines and for Other Purposes. And in that law, the constitutional provision, which we adopted in 1987, was already stated in Section 2 thereof, which reads, the ownership and management of mass media shall be limited to citizens of the Philippines or to corporations or associations wholly owned and managed by such citizens. But it does not declare in any manner, Mr. Chairman, that dual citizens are allowed to be owners of mass media, only citizens of the Philippines.
Yung allegiance po kasi, at the very least, Mr. Chair, I was finding from him if Mr. Lopez was able to instill in the ABS CBN community the sense of Filipino values, respectful, compassionate, considerate, humble. Mr. Lopez, you could have avoided this predicament, this dilemma, if only you have invested full fidelity to the command of the Constitution. Many leaders in all walks of life, industry leaders, all leaders would perfectly know when to cross the Rubicon. Napakalaking sakripisyo po tayo humahaba, Mr. Lopez. Ang tanong ko po kasi is answerable by yes or no. Kung sinagot po nun yung no o kaya yes, tapos na sana ako. Tinatanong ko, napakalaking sakripisyo po ba sa inyo, Mr. Lopez, na talikuran ninyo ang inyong pagiging Amerikano? Ang sinasabi po nyo ay sa puso nyo, Pilipino kayo, you have invested so much in this country, you are a Filipino. You may cite this 1,000,000 times, Mr. Lopez. But that will not change the fact that you are still an American. That's the very issue. Kaya ang tanong lang po napakasimple, napakalaking sakripisyo ba na i-renounce ninyo ang inyong pagiging Amerikano?
Hindi
Yes
po.
or no?
Thank you for the answer, Mr. Gabby Lopez.
Ano po yung sagot? For the record.
Hindi daw po, hindi po.
So, ganun po pala, Mr. Lopez. Bakit hindi nyo nagawa sa napakatagal na panahon? Salamat po, Mr. Chair, sa
Maraming
pagkakataon
salamat
binigyan
po.
nyo sa akin.
Sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa aking channel, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. And as always, remember, ang buhay ay inspirasyon ng pag-ibig na ginagabayan ng kaalaman mula sa Panginoon. And see you in the next one. God bless.